This Use a Play is brought to you by
I won for me to me.
For me?
Yes. You don't need speakers, right?
Upgrade to win every week with Lime. Sign up for Lime TV or broadband or purchase an iPhone 6 or Samsung Note 4. Upgrade Christmas with Lime.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Evening Update. It's Thursday, December the 4th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. With Barbados shelling out millions of dollars to house inmates at Dulles Prison, a local company is questioning government's failure to implement an electronic monitoring system for tracking the movement of certain accused persons beyond the prison walls. The program, which would see accused persons being monitored from their homes, was launched here back in November. Director of Comprehensive Security Solutions, Inc., Ryan Clark, is at a loss as to why the government has not yet implemented it, since he says it will save the government millions of dollars in prison costs.
It's a viable solution. We are a Barbados owned company that has a solution that government can use to help reduce their expenditure at the moment. We are aware of the challenges and the legal aspects that needs to be implemented, obviously, to get it up and running. And we're here to assist in any way that we can. And we put our option on the table, which is that we will help them in. We know times are challenging with the hardware, the equipment. They will just need us to designate an area, and we will provide the training and everything else.
1 week after the Minister of Transport and Works toured White Hill St. Andrew, residents are still cut off from the rest of the world and are once again appealing to the authorities for help. During the tour last week, Minister Michael Lashley announced that the road would be closed and the Ministry of Housing and Lands will be called upon to give consideration to relocating the residents. In the meantime, the villagers have erected a temporary footpath, which they say is the only means to go about their daily business. But they are calling on the authorities to make life a little easier for them.
It's very a temporary road for us at this point in time. Right. And whatever you can do down the road, we know that there's a waiting process. We intend to wait. But for now, we need to get out and in.
All right, thanks.
Somebody should come to us and tell us what is going on.
This is not fair. We are being treated like if we are aliens. We don't exist. I get into an accident, I can't do nothing for myself. My sister can't get to me to come and do nothing. Because my sister is dangerous coming down there. Can't let she risk her life now. I down and she down too.
Alright.
My sister lives short there farmers because she was one that was lucky to get a spot to get relocated. And my sister can't get to me. So in the meantime, I suffering in 2 ways. The
Barbados Workers Union raises concerns about the outsourcing of jobs to other Caribbean countries. Acting Assistant General Secretary of the BWU, Dwayne Powell, says banking institutions are increasingly opting to go this route when a number of Barbadians are well qualified to fill the posts.
The union is very opposed to functions and jobs being outsourced to other parts of the Caribbean or Canada that can be adequately serviced by persons here in Barbados. We are having too much of that within the banking sector. Right now, there are too many roles where we have qualified and highly skilled persons being displaced by the bankers just simply outsourcing functions to really into the cheaper locations. But cheaper doesn't always mean quality, and we have a challenge with that.
Barbados has a whopping furniture import bill, but the exports remain very low. However, Minister of Industry and International Business Donville Innes sees nothing wrong with the import bill because it satisfies demands of Barbadians in a modern economy. He warned, though, that Barbadians must be prepared to produce and save to meet their needs.
Every time you buy a nice piece of furniture in the store, just remember it's being bought in your place. So you have to earn that. And just to digress a bit, just simply want to remind all of us as Barbadians that in order to enjoy these options, it means that each one of us must work a little bit harder or smarter. You must certainly find ways in which you can earn more foreign exchange or save foreign exchange.
Innes was speaking at the opening of the United States furniture retail store Ashley's Furniture. Barbados welcomed Delta Airlines back to its shores today. As of tomorrow, the airline will commence twice-weekly flights between Bridgetown, New York, and Atlanta. Tourism Minister Richard Seeley believes the additional 160 seats on the flight will help boost the island's bread and butter industry.
The Atlanta one is particularly exciting. The Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is actually the busiest airport in the world, and of course is a tremendous gateway, particularly to open up parts of the U.S. that we don't necessarily get a lot of business from. We tend to get most of our business from the Northeast. And so in essence, there's an excellent opportunity with this Delta flight out of Atlanta to get some incremental business going.
In sports now, West Terrace are the champions of the Guardian Group 2014 Herman Griffith Primary Schools cricket competition. They defeated Charles F. Broome by 74 runs at the Empire Ground today. West Terrace won the toss and chose to bat and scored 206 for 2 in their 25 overs. In response, Charles F. Broome made 132 for 8 from 25 overs. Raheem Archer of West Terrace, he scored 114 not out to set the foundation for his team. It's the first 100 ever scored by a batsman in the competition's history.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
Regionally now, a leading opposition member strongly denies accusations of an alleged plot to assassinate Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Maria Machado, a former congresswoman, led a major street protest against the government back in January. But she dismissed the plot accusations, saying it's a charade aimed at silencing her. Venezuela's chief prosecutor is currently investigating a number of emails containing the alleged plot. Machado is adamant that the correspondence is fake. And finally, on the international scene, conditions in Indian sterilization clinics go under the microscope after a doctor was removed from his job for using a bicycle pump to inflate women's abdomens during procedures. We get more in this CNN report.
The picture is quite amazing, actually. What you see is a medical assistant basically using a bicycle pump to inflate a woman's abdomen before sterilization surgery. You see the doctor in the background. Health officials say the medical equipment that should have been used in this particular procedure is actually a carbon dioxide insufflator, which basically pumps air into the abdomen to allow room for surgical instruments to perform this kind of surgery. Now, in this case, a bicycle pump was used as a substitute on some 56 women undergoing the procedure in this part of India. Authorities, of course, now are investigating why they weren't using the proper equipment. It appears that they didn't even have the equipment that they needed, but health officials today told us that they actually have seen bicycle pumps being commonly used in this part of India, in this particular state, during some sterilization surgeries. No one has died, of course, in this particular case or even been hospitalized. But this comes, of course, if you remember, Robin, just a month after a dozen women died in a neighboring state after undergoing similar sterilization surgeries at a mobile clinic.
And that's where we end our Barbados Today evening update. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or Screenplay supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Lime TV to get all the latest news and the sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.
This news update is brought to you by...
You got an upgrade for Christmas.
If you're feeling lucky, you could win some money.
An upgrade for Christmas.
$200,000 in cash and prizes. With Lime, you could win some money. It's Lime's Christmas lottery. $200,000 150 winners this Christmas, oh yeah.
Sign up or upgrade to super-fast broadband, Lime TV, e-billing, a data plan. Top up $15. Purchase a handset or text 4263 to enter.
Celebrate for Christmas.